Hi guys, I'm Mr. Bo, and in today's video I'm going to be breaking down the trailer for expansion 1 of the Dark Below for Destiny, which launches next week. We get to see some glimpses of the prologue, which we've already seen, and then throughout the trailer we get to see the new story missions, the new strike, the 3 new Crucible maps, and finally Crota's End, the brand new raid. Now of course this expansion launches next week on Tuesday, December 9th, and I'm going to be live streaming as soon as it is up, so make sure you stay tuned for that on Tuesday. And firstly we get to see a shot of one of the story missions you're going to be able to go on. I believe this is actually one of the last story missions that you actually play. There are 3 brand new story missions, and they will task you with trying to stop the rise of Crota, and the last story mission you play actually requires you to go and stop the ritual, and I believe that's what you can see here. Now this area we can see has actually been glitched into by other people. They managed to find a way to see this area, obviously without any enemies in it, but we know this is definitely one of the areas you can actually go to at the moment on Moon if you manage to glitch your way into there. You can see the ritual taking place. We get to see some wizards floating above, guarding it, and some weird patterns on the floor that glow, and then we get to see this Waken and a load of Thrall go at our guardians here, which is super awesome. We then get to see the brand new strike, which is the Will of Crota, and this takes place on Earth in the Cosmodrome, and we get to see a nice clip of Dr. Crispy 93 here and the Murmur. If you're familiar with the trailer that got released last week, then you'll know who he is. The strike will actually have Omnigirl, who is a new boss. She's a new wizard you're going to be fighting at the end of this strike, and I'm sure will be a huge challenge. Of course, the expansion includes some new Crucible PvP competitive multiplayer maps, and the first one we have here is Pantheon, and now this is the first asymmetrical map in Destiny, meaning that both sides of the map are exactly the same. It's set on Mars in the Black Garden, which is an awesome environment for a multiplayer map to be set, and we get to see some gameplay of Guardians rushing around killing each other, and I can't actually wait to play this map. It's a smaller sized map. You can probably play Control and those kind of game types on it. It's an infantry only base map, so it's the bigger of the 2 infantry only base maps. The bigger map of the 3 is Skyshock, and this is a vehicle and infantry based map. Now this map has been designed specifically to complement both vehicle and infantry gameplay. There are sections of the map which will be suited more to gameplay in vehicles, as well as sections of the map which will be suited more for infantry based combat. Now we don't know if there's any new vehicles, but from the looks of it there aren't going to be any more vehicles. We can then move on to the final of the 3 new Crucible maps, which is the Cauldron, and is set on the Moon. This is looking like a really awesome map. It's a small infantry based map, good for rumble and skirmish, and is the smallest of the 3 brand new maps. There's also going to be a new level cap and new gear in terms of exotic and legendary gear. The level cap is going up from 30 to 32, and a load of things are going to change with that, like new exotics and the ability to upgrade your old exotics to then match the new exotics. As you can see here, we get to see some Guardians sporting the new exotics and legendary gear, as well as weapons. We then have the big thing in this expansion, which is Crota's End, the brand new raid, which takes place on the Moon. As you can see here, this platform goes out to the middle of the Hellmouth, and then the Guardians drop down, and that will take them into what possibly could be this huge big room with red sort of lasers at the side, or glowing balls. Perhaps they're oracles like we saw in the Vault of Glass. Perhaps this isn't where you're going to spawn, perhaps this is somewhere else during the raid, but it looks really awesome, and we see this symbol a lot, so I can't wait to go into this room, tackle whatever's in here. Perhaps again this is the spawn room of the raid, which would be really awesome. We can see a sort of bridge going up there, where that takes us to a new location. We're not entirely sure. And then we just get to see a load of gameplay of everything we've seen in this trailer, as well as a Titan wielding a giant sword, which is the Blade of Crota, a new sword that is available in Patrol. You can go and kill the Blade of Crota Hive Knight, and he will drop this, and then you can use the Blade of Crota for about a minute or 2 minutes in Patrol, which is really fun to do. We then get to see a glimpse of Eris Morn, who is the new vendor in the Dark Below. She will spawn in the tower just to the left of where you spawn in, and she will be selling new legendary materials, new legendary gear, new emblems, new shaders, new bounties, and new quests. And you're going to be able to get everything from her. She is going to be the main sort of thread through all the missions, strikes, and raids. She'll be sending you on them. Finally, we then see the Guardians running towards this huge gate, which has like bright white light shining out of it, and I'm thinking this is going to be in the raid. Perhaps this is near the end of the raid and how you get to the final boss battle against Crota. We've actually seen this shot in some other trailers, so it'll be interesting to see what is on the other side of this, perhaps a portal. And that will wrap up this trailer. The Dark Below launches on December 9th, this Tuesday. There's going to be tons of content on the channel, and I will be live streaming as soon as the expansion is out, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And then finally they teased that if you go and buy the expansion, or if you already own the expansion pass, you can actually get this at the moment. This is the EV30 Tumbler Sparrow, a sparrow you can actually do tricks on. If you guys want to check out some gameplay of this, you can click the link on screen at the moment and that will take you over to a video. There'll also be a link in the description below so you can go and check out that video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give the like button a big old hug, subscribe for more Destiny content and coverage. Let me know if you guys are excited for the Dark Below expansion this Tuesday, and out of everything you saw in this trailer, what excites you the most? It's definitely the raid for me. If you guys missed my video yesterday in which I talk about the PlayStation exclusives, where you'll actually get an extra exotic weapon and an extra strike called the Undying Mind, which will be set in the Black Garden, then you can click the link on screen or in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the official Expansion 1 Dark Below trailer. I'm Mr. Bo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.